Okay, hello tribe.
Hey, hey, hey.
And SAUNAIE because it's a collaboration.
What's good?
So, I start my podcast, ladies first, I guess.
Most definitely.
So I start my podcast by saying, hello tribe. This is the Chief, Gio. And this is Never Will I Ever. And I've missed you guys so much. So, and then go ahead, kid.
Hello, everyone. I'm EXO from SAUNAIE Podcast. Check me out on all social media feeds as well as all podcast platforms.
All right. So, you know how I usually start my pods, and this is going on his podcast and my podcast. I usually start my pod by giving you guys, if you're a first-time listener, a description of myself. So I am a now 30-year-old, yay, 30-year-old African-American, indigenous, aboriginal, plus-size woman. I am a business owner. I am a friend, a sister, a damn good girlfriend. Yeah, bruja, all that shit. Because we were all things mystical over here. And go ahead, kid, if you want to go ahead and give us your rundown, your schematics.
My schematics. Dang. I came on this, I'm nervous. It's the first time being on here. I'm like, dang.
Yay!
Am I going to be all right? Am I going to do good? Man, where should I start? Hello, world. I'm EXO. Like I said, host of SAUNAIE. Business owner as well. What else? It's like I got a fans crowd here, so I'm like, I'm looking like, oh, but host of SAUNAIE podcast, which is really about mental health and discussing mental health and getting on different topics and different subjects, as well as digging deep into my interviews with people about their mental health as well as their mental health well-being, going back into like starting from childhood, how their childhood was, and seeing were there any traumatic experiences that they've gone through that they've closed off and never want to talk about or never talked about before, that we open up and get digging deep and seeing how that is. That's just part of that. Business owner as well, digital media, as well as clothing line, SAUNAIE, the brand. So check it out as well. It'll be in the show notes with this podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful to be here with the Chief.
Yeah, baby. Okay, so we're gonna you guys know I've been on my spiritual journey with y'all, or you've been on it with me. So today I've cleared the air with some sage. We're gonna set our intentions for this show, and then you're gonna rock out with us. So my intentions for this show is for everybody that is listening to find something positive, find something that they can apply to their life, learn from it, grow from it, that it touch a nerve in your heart. Yeah, that's my intentions for the show. And I'm not here to hurt anybody, harm anybody. My opinions are just my opinions. So you don't have to like them, but you will respect them.
It's all about respect.
So, kid, you have any intentions that you want to... And if you guys are going to be like, why are you calling that grown man kid? That is his nickname. Me and him have been friends for a very long time.
Go way back, like 4 flats.
I met kid fresh out. When I was out of high school, he was still in high school. He is a year younger than me. So he went to prom. He was in the prom group with my sister and him. And we drove them to prom, and then when it got turned.
Wow.
But yeah, go ahead, kid. You have any intentions?
My intentions for this show, just have a great interview, send out positive vibes, positive energy, and have people look at themselves and really have a self-evaluation and self-reflection.
All right. Amen. I said, and so it is. Okay. So this podcast is going to be called Never Will I Ever Lose My Mind.
I like that.
And it is about women's mental health. Kid on SAUNAIE wanted to have a conversation about women and mental health as far as relationships go. As far as there's a lot of stuff we have to touch on today. So I'm pretty sure he's got questions for me more so than I have questions for him. And my dog is giving him a hard time. Binks, go see your dad. Oh my God. Nino, can you come grab her? Oh, never mind. She's going to her dad. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm like, ladies first, whatever questions you have at hand that you want to ask.
Well, what did you want to know as far as mental health and relationships? Because that's something that you had brought up in our text message conversation. So, what questions did you have regarding that? Because I have a friend named Aaron who literally hit me up in my DMs about this. Let me go open them.
Okay.
Because he had like specific questions, and I was like, that's something we need to talk about. So let me go find. Definitely. I was cracking it. I was just like, all right. He was like, no, you need to talk about this because for the record, I was like, oh, you are pissed about this subject, honey. Okay. So he said, oh, this is what we were talking about because he sent me a video about saying that men shouldn't ask, or it was a meme or something, that men shouldn't ask what women bring to the table. And because he feels like women ask that question all the time. Yeah. When they get into a relationship. I've learned to rephrase that question. I don't ever come out and ask that question. So I know he was saying that he feels like he should be able to ask that question and the woman not be offended. And so I said, yeah, that's true, but it depends on the nigga that it come from. So if you, sir.
Somebody hit a nerve.
Sir. No, it didn't hit a nerve because it's, with me, what you see is what you get. So pretty much you see what I come with. Like I'm a very nurturing person. I am a very giving person. So there was never an issue about what do I bring to the table, nigga. I am the whole building.
You said the whole building. Is this like question? Is this like a first date question, or is this?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. As far as first getting to know each other, first date type
funny.
question.
I asked a question like, I'm gonna answer that question, but as well, I asked a question like, what are red flag questions that you ask on a first date?
What are red flag questions? I don't.
Like, red flags that you see in people
okay, what are they looking for? If they're looking for something outside of just, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so most definitely. But that question on the first date, I mean, yeah, you can ask it, but you got to ask it in a certain way. You got to say, what can you bring to the table? Because at the end of the day, it's like everybody got to bring their share to the table.
Right.
So it's like, you say you the whole building, then he got to be the city.
Right. Period.
So I'm like, at the end of the day, so it's like you can match, but I feel like the man has to elevate. It has to be more, have 2 to 3 times more than what the woman's bringing to the table.
Yeah, or be. They have to be equally yoked. It has to be a balance, or you have to have not even just the potential, but you have to be striving towards something. Like my thing is, I'm not asking you what do you bring to the table. I'm asking you what are your goals.
Yeah. Because
that lets me know where your head is at. Well, I'm good chilling where I am right now. And baby, we never good chilling where we are right now.
Most definitely.
So we can't rock like that. Mm-hmm. We could be friends, we could be cool, but it's never gonna be like that. And I've before I was in the relationship that I'm in, and I've gone through the relationships that I've been through, or even in my single phase, just talking to niggas, I'm just like, a lot of you have all the potential in the world. So I'm the type of person that I can see all the gifts you have. Like I can see you when other people can't see you. And you have all the potential in the world, but you're not applying yourself. Mm-hmm. So you can't get mad if I'm progressing, because that's what I always try to do. Even when I go through a depressive phase, I always try to progress in some area of my life. So I can't be progressing and you're just stagnant all the time. Of course, people are going to hit a plateau. People are going to, struggle to pick up a pace, but it has to be at least a steady go, a steady pace. And even if you got to slow down a little bit, just like when you're running, if you can't run the whole thing, slow down and jog. You can't jog the whole thing, walk a little bit, but be moving.
Yeah, pace yourself.
So that I can't rock with. That's the one thing that grinds my gears. That grinds my gears.
Somebody being stagnant in the relationship.
Yeah, and inconsistent.
Yeah.
Stagnancy, inconsistent, and disrespect. Because honestly, I put respect before love. And I'm going to tell you why I put respect before love. Because you could love me all day. Niggas could tell you, I love you. And then they'll just have so much trauma and so much unresolved trauma and so much work to be done. They can't really love you in that full capacity.
Do you feel like you can teach them?
It's not even if you could teach them. It's the willingness to learn. Mm-hmm. I can try all day, but are you willing to learn?
Yeah.
So and it depends too, the communication as well, because I've learned in dealing, especially with the person that I'm with now, I've learned the way I've learned to be very intentional and very precise with my words. Mm-hmm. Because the man that I'm with, one little word, and he hangs on to that one little word, and he's going with it. Like, so you gotta make sure I have to make sure that I'm very concise and very specific about what it is that I want to come across in the conversation, because I promise you, and I feel like a lot of people that I've dealt with have had that in common. Like, I think that's to the point where I think it's a male trait. Like, you guys listen if you choose to listen, because sometimes you choose not to. You listen. And then there's one word, because half the time when you're listening, you know you fucked up. So you waiting for that one thing to be like, well, you shouldn't be talking to me like that. You shouldn't. I'm just looking like, and I'm the type of person that I've learned, I'm not yelling back at you. Like, he get mad that I'm not. Like, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm shutting down. I'm sitting here listening to everything. So when he stops yelling, when he stops raising his little voice or whatever, I could be like, okay, this is what I meant, and this is what I said, and this is why I said it this way. And then he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
to keep that peace.
It is a balance. But you have to the communication is definitely key, but
yeah, that's a major key.
On top of the communication, you have to, like I said, be willing to learn, be willing to receive, because a relationship is a mirror. Mm-hmm. Everything that person is giving you is something in yourself that you still need to fix.
Ooh, I like that.
Unless you're dealing with like just a completely narcissistic person that is just like, no turning them around. Like, what they see is what they see, and it's all about them. That's different. But 9 times out of 10, the person that you're dealing with is showing you, especially if you like the couple that argue all the time. And I'm not talking about getting physical, but arguing over little shit.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's something that you're doing as well. The same shit that you want that person to do, you could be doing. Yeah,
most definitely.
So, I mean, that's how I feel about it. I'm not the person to ask the what can you bring to the table question. Like I said, I'm going to ask what your goals are. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask, what does your healing look like?
That's deep.
What does your healing look like? Where are you at in your healing? And I'm asking, and I'm looking for, don't stutter. If you got to think about it for a second, but don't stutter. Because then I'm going to be like, oh, so we not really healing. You about to give me what you think I want to hear. So, yeah, that's the next question. And are you willing to grow with the person that you're with? Mm-hmm. That's another question that I ask, because a lot of times people are just like, oh, I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to build, don't know where to start, because they don't know themselves enough to know where to start. Mm-hmm. So what are you trying to grow and what are you trying to build when you don't have a foundation?
Yeah.
Like, you have no foundation, you don't know yourself, you don't know what your interests are. You're so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with social media, like you don't have any idea what you want or what you need. Mm-hmm. You haven't taken that time to just sit back and think about like yourself and reflect.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like the pandemic has been like a blessing and a curse, because the first half of the pandemic, when we was really just inside, when we just had to be inside, for me especially, I did a lot of journaling, I did a lot of reading, I did a lot of just self-work. Mm-hmm. And that helped a lot. It helped a lot. I feel like it helped in my relationship as well. Because I said before on my podcast, I'm a very, I'm an empathic person. I can feel everybody's energy, people's like feelings and their emotions. Like if you feel away, I'm gonna feel away with you. So, and I've always been that way. So when I'm in my relationship, if we're angry at each other, I'm feeling his anger and my anger. So I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. That's a waste of energy. Like, this is not okay. So I try to keep that to a minimum. And like I said, that just takes compromise and communication and a willingness to learn and grow. Like I said, no being stagnant. So
always growing. I like that. And like you said, some questions, a good question. Starting off with, what are your goals? Where are you at in your healing? Like, are you willing to grow with the person you're trying to be with? And
right.
Those are perfect questions to ask, because some people don't know.
Yeah.
They're just like living in the moment and not knowing like where the future lies or what's ahead for them.
Right. And that's how you weed out the niggas that's just trying to fuck too. That's how you weed out the niggas that's just trying to fuck. Because somebody just trying to fuck gonna give you some lame ass answer like, maybe in the future, babe. Like, no, nigga. Get the fuck out. That's not, no. What the fuck? No. It's not the right answer. Wrong. Like, no. So they be trying, and they be getting real macky with it too. Like they be trying to mack you down. And it's just like, no. This is not a yo baby, moment. Like, no. I mean, but to the people who are just out here trying to smash and dash, live your life carefully and safely. But if you want something to last, smashing and dashing ain't finna work.
Yeah, you gotta put some effort in it.
It's not finna work.
Man.
You know what's funny? Because I'm about to make some niggas mad. Oh, I'm about to make, not niggas as in niggas. I'm talking about females. Everybody's just niggas to me. Sorry, y'all. So, what's funny to me is like, how this being spiritual is like a trend now. And a lot of people are just like saying, oh, I'm spiritual, but they're not really doing the work. And it shows. Like, I want y'all to know, like, you hit me with the, oh, I'm spiritual too. Oh, I'm not judging your walk, but it shows. It shows in your, like I said, fruits of your labor. So that's what the good book says. So it shows. But when they try to hit you with that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then they the smashing and dashing, the dig appointment 5,000s, and you wonder why you can't manifest nothing. You wonder why you can't put in the work to get where you want to be. You wonder why life is not flowing the way you want it to flow. Because you letting these random energies into your portal. Like your vagina is a portal. And you're letting these random energies into you. Don't know who the fuck this nigga been around. If he fucking smashing and dashing on you, he's smashing and dashing on the next bitch too. You don't know what is going on. Man. Like, you have no idea. And I don't care. Little latex rubber ain't about to protect you from shit, bitch. So you over here just letting niggas just smash, and I'm like, they say everybody needs a whole phase. Y'all, we best friends here, so I'm about to get real gritty. I have had one night stand, one in my whole life of whole lives, one. And I would never, ever, after that, I told myself, I'm never doing that shit again, ever. That shit is not for me. Like, it's not for me. If you could do it, and that's the thing too, a lot of women aren't honest with themselves on whether that's something that they can do. Because a lot of times they just out here fucking on niggas, and then they're like depressed, or they're just so down on themselves, and they're not realizing their light because they're just letting people, like I said, all these random energies into your portal. Mm-hmm. And you emotionally cannot detach from those energies that you're letting into you. So, because that is the act of sex in itself is a very sacred moment. The act of sex, sexual intercourse in itself. It's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And I'm not speaking from a biblical standpoint. I'm just speaking as someone who believes in people coming together and creating something like a child, because that's what sex is for, to create a child out of love. And sex should always be like, that's the thing too, a lot of women just be out here having sex and you ain't even nothing. Like, bruh, how the fuck? Let me make it make sense, bro. Like, how are you having sex with all these niggas and you not even coming? Not one of them, Tom, Dick, Harry, or Joe, can make you come. So what is going, like, what? What's the point?
Hey.
My sister in the background said maybe hers is broken. No, honestly, it's not that it's broken. It's really just that they don't have any connection with that person.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have no connection with that person. That person does not know your body. Like, having sex with somebody is not just supposed to be like
casual thing.
Right. Like, that's why I'm like, no, never. And he was still, yo, can we, no. No, we're good. We're good. So, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't, if you are not emotionally equipped, which most people, if they're honest with themselves, are not. Mm-hmm. If you are being very honest with yourself, which a lot of people hate to be,
facts.
But if you're very honest with yourself as a woman, you are not comfortable all the time fucking on random niggas.
Man.
It's a very few out here that can do that. Very few. And I want to be clear that me not choosing not to have another one night stand was not because I was emotionally attached. Because I was like, oh no, we good. We good in the hood. I don't need to be with, nah. But yes, I feel like that's really a thing. That's like an epidemic too. Bitches just be fucking on niggas and not even nothing. That's wild. Like, that's wild.
It's my first time hearing this.
Really? You didn't know, like, most women haven't experienced an orgasm.
That's crazy.
So it's like a high percentage. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I need to get the stats before I start telling y'all what's the real stats, because I know it's high. But it is. It's like, it's wild. And yeah. Let's talk about that. This is, yes, the candle is
open and roll.
We're getting, that's what I said, best friends here, we're getting it in. So do you pay attention, no pun intended, do you pay attention to a female's reaction when you are getting into having sex with them? Do you pay attention to, like, if she's into it? Like, do you know cues to look for?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I do, because it's always like paying attention to the woman, because it's about her, it's not about you. And that's what, like, most niggas, since everybody niggas to you, that's what most niggas just think about. It's just like thinking about self, and it's just like you can't think about self when it comes to that, because that's like an intimate thing. Like you said, you guys are sharing energies. You're going into a portal, so it's like you want to really make sure she's comfortable and make sure she's really getting aroused, really getting into it, versus it being for you trying to pressure her and trying to force your way in, and it's like bad energy getting mixed, because it's not like pure. Because there are cues like to look for. And like, that's why I'm just like, when niggas be like, oh, she wasn't even as wet. Well, nigga, because she was not into you. Clearly something you were doing was not fucking with her. Because if it was fucking with her, she wouldn't be having an issue. Like, that's facts. It wouldn't be an issue. So clearly there's something that you were doing. You need to go back to the drawing board. You got to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Because or you guys just just not match. Like, you guys don't have sexual chemistry. But if you do, and she's still not, like, you still having those type of issues, then you need to go back to the drawing board and you need to think Figure it out.
Figure it out. Because I'm a firm believer in that. I am, like I tell people, like we've discussed on my podcast, the last episode we talked about sex. I'm a very sexual person. That is a big part of my relationship, y'all. A big part. A big part. So because I'm a very physically affectionate person, like my love language is physical affection and quality time. Those are like my top two. So I am a very physically affectionate person. So that time for me is like, it's like bonding time. It's like ultimate bonding time.
Yeah.
So when I hear my good sisters in the streets talking about, oh, they didn't have an orgasm or they didn't this or they didn't that, I'm just like, God damn, what y'all doing out here? Like, what are you guys doing? It's the hood out here. Like, I knew Earth was ghetto, but damn. Like, this is crazy. Crazy.
Wow, that's wild.
So I just need to know. I need a confirmation that somebody was out here, at least one person out here, looking out for the girls in them, because the girls, it seems like they've been struggling out here. It seems like they've been struggling.
They have been. Seem like from your analysis. So I'm like, I don't know.
Seem like the girls been struggling.
They fucking with the wrong ones.
I mean, the real ones need to come out of the hidings though, because it's a lot of. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be real with ourselves, because the city girls kind of fucked it up for a lot of niggas. So, you know, I love me some Carisha and some JT too, but they done fucked it up for the niggas out here. City girls is up, okay? They up. They up. And it's stuck. And I feel bad because it's just it's sad because it's just a lack of knowing your divinity and your femininity. And that's sad because a lot of these girls are trying to be, you know, they chasing clout, they chasing a bag, they chasing niggas. And that's why I always say, like, I'm the bag. I secure myself. Because if I secure myself first and I got myself first, the bag is going to come. Yeah. The bag is going to come. Like, God got me and I got God. So I already know that's fine. But you secure yourself first. And the nigga will come too. Like, that's the thing. That's the crazy part about it, is like when you really just on you. Because I was not. When I met Noelle, I was not trying to be nobody. What, bitch? Relationship who? I had just got, like, not just got now, but I had like been out of a relationship for like a year. A very traumatic one. But I was like, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I was like, no, I was straight. It took him like a cool 4 months of asking me out on a date for me to say yes. That's persistence. That's dedication. That's consistency, niggas. Consistency. That's what I mean. I'm not even on y'all's head. Y'all know I love y'all. All of my boys, y'all know I love y'all. I hang around a lot of men. Like, y'all know I love y'all. But it's the consistency for us. The consistency. Yeah. Because that's a lot of things that you can like the girl you can like the girl all day. You could be into her all day. But what are you looking at me? Yeah. I have a big lighter in my hand and caught her attention. But yeah, you can like the girl all day and you can, you know, say, oh, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that all day. But if you're not consistent in showing that that's what you're trying to do, she's not. We're in a world of fast moving life and technology. Like, niggas is in DMs, niggas is in text messages, niggas is in Snapchats, niggas is in a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. And if you not coming with the pressure,
adios.
What? If you're not coming with the pressure, the girlfriends ain't about to be interested. Yeah. Because like I said, city girls did y'all a disservice. They done figured out how to get to it. They figured out a little bit how to get to it. They didn't figure out how to keep it. Because if you notice, Any of the city girls in a stable relationship besides JT? Any of the so-called city girls in a stable relationship? They over here talking with Justin LeBoy, the toxicity. But any of the city girls in a stable relationship? Any of the city girls happy in that condo by themselves with their natural bodies?
You wildin'.
With the natural bodies. I mean, if you got it, if you got the implants or whatever you did, the BBL, the whatever the hell you fucking did to yourself, if you did any of that, more power to you. More power to you. I hope you did your self-work and due diligence for yourself before you underwent that type of an operation. And hopefully you saw the right doctor, because women are out here having crazy adverse reactions to these surgeries.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
They doing it every day. They still doing it.
I seen a video on, actually, no, I take it back. My friend had sent me a video of one when she was in Texas, but when I was coming back from Florida to here, literally, they had got off a flight from Puerto Rico, all of them in wheelchairs.
Damn.
The damn airline stewardess are pushing these girls out of the plane from getting yes.
That's crazy.
It's like a group of 4 of them. And it's not funny. It's really sad. Like, damn, y'all went all the way out the country for a BBL, and you can't even push yourselves out of the airplane. The stewardess gotta push you. Like,
that's crazy. Wow.
For you to have a big butt that God didn't want you to have.
Yeah, all for that. Work for it. Get in the gym.
Or even then, some bodies just aren't made for big butts.
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't got a big butt, then oh well, sis, find something else about you that's fire.
Mm-hmm. Butts ain't everything.
Or you're fire. Right, over here looking like Flick. Over here looking like Flick on a Bugs Life. Like, this make sense. Like, you are beautiful just the way you are. Somebody out here love you, sis. Somebody out here.
For who you are, that's facts.
Like, and even, like I said, if you don't think, I mean, you should feel every part of your body is fire, though, even if you don't got it. Even if I am not the skinniest person by any means necessary at all. But I do, I love all my body every day. And my nigga like it, so I really don't give a fuck what anybody else think. So, yeah, that's the thing. And people just think that you have to have a certain body type if you have to. I have never in the history of everything, I'm letting y'all know this now because people be out here thinking that big girls can't get niggas. Nigga, if I was not with no way, bitch. Letting you know now, I have never had an issue getting any nigga that I wanted to get, ever. Never had an issue. Ever. Ever. And if he ain't with me, it's because I didn't want him to be kept. I didn't want to keep him. So, if being real, you being real. Like, know your worth. Know your worth, because a lot of you girls, women, are so beautiful, and you could have any nigga that you want to have. You just do not know or do not see that you can do that.
See your potential.
Yeah. And that'd be half the battle. Like, you think you deserve this little future head ass, wanna be a head ass nigga. Like, he over here giving y'all the book of nigalations and niggas is following it, and you think that that's what you deserve. But then y'all, Sierra gave us her prayer. She gave my sister's in the background talking about she did. Sierra gave us her prayer in the summer album. That the screen. I've seen that. I've seen people, girls on Instagram, women on Instagram talking about, I must say this prayer all day, but you gotta be, what if Sierra's prayer isn't catered to you? Yeah. You gotta ask some specific. One thing I learned in manifesting and praying And because I honestly feel like when I went back and read some of my journals and I read my prayers that I wrote down, I literally manifested the relationship I have right now. I literally manifested that shit. Literally. Because I wrote down and prayed about the qualities. And it wasn't so much the looks, it was the qualities that I wanted the person to have, that I wanted to be with. And I ended up getting it. But then too, I was like, bitch, you wasn't specific enough. Because
She's stupid.
but I mean, like, that's half the battle, working through it, you know?
Yeah.
So, but you gotta be specific. You over here getting Sierra's prayers in. And Sierra prayer may not be the prayer for you. It may not be the prayer for you, sis. Like, but her prayer was good. She was detailed. You do gotta be detailed. Be that detailed. Be that detailed. Niggas be that detailed too. I'm not saying Sierra's prayer is universal, okay? Cause some of my homeboys be going through it with the pick of the litter that they be getting. Okay, let me not, God. Father, forgive me. The pick of the litter that be coming through. Baby, it's not. It's giving the struggle is real in the world. It's giving that there is a struggle. Is there a struggle in the dating world? Like, that's what I want to know. I need to have a heavier panel with some heavy hitter niggas up on here. With Kid and some other heavy hitters. Well, I'm saying heavy hitters, my heavy hitters. So people can. She want to be on Kids so bad. But yeah, I need to know. Is there issues out here in the world? Like, what are guys even looking for these days in a relationship?
Depends on what age they are.
Okay, well, your age right now, your age bracket.
My age bracket.
You're in my age bracket, nigga. We are whole millennials out here. So what, as a millennial man, looking for?
Someone with a future.
Someone with a future.
Future that like you. Your questions hit and like.
So answer my questions. You're not answering me. Answer my questions.
Your first date questions. That
yeah,
you were saying,
answer my first date questions.
Those are some questions that I would ask as well as goals. Do you see your growth? What are your plans and everything? And really get into them as well as the healing, because the healing's a big part. Yeah. It's like, have you been healing from past trauma or a past relationship trauma that you've been through? And you really got to heal through that before you can step into a whole new relationship.
Right.
So it's like, are you ready for that? Are you prepared for that? Are you still going to bring that baggage here? Right. And it's like, you can't do that if we're going to start fresh and start real. As well as having a future. What are your plans for yourself? What are your goals for yourself? What do you like see yourself in 5 years? What do you want to do? And how can I help you get to where you want to be?
Right.
And as well as we help each other as well.
Not how can, that's a yes, kid. I was waiting for it. How can I help you get to where you want to be, baby? Let the church say yes. That was a good one. Because we got to help each other. Go ahead, continue.
We do got to help each other, and then we'll just see if they like family oriented too.
Period.
That's a big thing to see. Are you oriented with the family? How you are around family? How are you around your friends? And seeing, are you changing up? Are you switching up? Are you just still the same person at the end of the day? Right. When, like, no matter who you're around.
Because let's get into it too, because that family oriented question is important, because that's how y'all end up with baby mamas. Because y'all didn't take the time. Y'all was hit it with the smash. Most of y'all was in it with the smash and dash, or you was in a relationship and it wasn't that late into the relationship. It was early. My sister over here, I'm a baby mama. Girl, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give over there. But a lot of times you have to. That's an important question, because then you get the bitter ones. Like my sister over there, you're not a bitter one. Yeah, you're not a bitter one. She's not. She's great. But you're not a baby mama. Like, you say you're a baby mama. You're not a baby mama. You're a mother of somebody's child. Like, there's a difference between the baby mama and the mother of your child. Like, there's a difference. But being somebody like the bitter baby mama, the one that is just literally, because I've been through it with one, so that's why I'm just like I've been through niggas who've had bitter baby mamas. So um, when you have somebody who like is intentionally trying to make it hard for somebody to be a dad.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like, because of the way that you feel, or yeah, basically it's just the way that you feel. You're not thinking about the kids and how the kids feel. You're thinking about how that person makes you feel, and your feelings. Because there's no way you can want to. If somebody, I'm not saying if you got a dick for a baby daddy. Like, if you have a douchebag for a baby daddy, if he's not trying to be a part of your child's life, if he's not active, if he's not stepping up to the plate, if he's not playing his role, then that's different. Or if he's a bitter baby daddy, because there are those that just get mad because you don't want to be with them no more, and they want to make life hard because you don't want to be with them. So yeah, it's just, you have, if you're an actual good father, if you have a baby's father who is actually trying to support you and your or not you and your kids, but support you guys as child, and support that child's lifestyle and be a part of that child's life, if he's really trying, don't make it hard for them on purpose. Like, that's that bullshit. Because kids, regardless of what you think, kids do need a mother and a father. Mm-hmm. They need a balance, because you might not get it right all the time. And that's why you're supposed to have, and that was me learning, just like a learning experience for me, because I miscarried in 2018 in a relationship that I had no business getting pregnant in. Even though I wanted that child so badly, because I just feel like I was put on this earth to be somebody's mom, I had no business getting pregnant by that man. No business. Because all of the signs were there. And if I chose to walk away and still have the child, he was gonna it was not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna just be able to move on and be in another relationship. And no, that was not gonna fly. Mm-hmm. So even though that, like, I had to go through that type of experience, honestly, it was God's way of showing, like, look, sis, you not gonna abort this child, because I would never. That's just my personal belief. I know people do have them, and I'm not, there's no shade, no judgment because I do believe it's your choice. But me personally, my choice, I could never abort a child unless it was just like a really traumatic, like if I was raped or something, like something crazy. But if I lay down and had sex, what the fuck do I expect? Like, so, God knew I couldn't go through an abortion. Like, I'm not emotionally there for that. So that's what happened. That's what was allowed to happen. And look at it in, like, hindsight, like, even though I went through like a very depressed state after that, in hindsight, that was probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to me, because I wouldn't be where I am now. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say I would be struggling, but not like as far as like financially or whatever, but I would be struggling with the fact that, damn, I gotta deal with this nigga for life. For life. Yeah. That's, woo. Talk about the ghetto.
She gotta take a sip on that one, cause
I gotta take a sip of the hen. Like, that is ghetto. Yeah. And I just, like, thinking back on them, just like, ooh.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank God.
Grateful. Like, it was a terrible experience. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. Never want to go through it again. I won't. But no, I'm speaking that shit into existence. I will not go through that again, okay? Where No Way going? Where he going? No, I'm just saying, like, in real life, like, where everybody looking around, like, he's right here. But I'm just saying, like, where is he going really in reality? And where am I going really in reality? Like, bitch, I can talk all the shit I want. I ain't going nowhere. But yeah, so that just gets, oh my God. It's a lot. I feel bad for a lot of things that women had to go through like this whole like pandemic, because women having to give birth damn near by themselves in a pandemic, because you can't have like you couldn't have a support system. It was just you and your significant other if you were giving birth in a hospital.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't, like, they weren't letting women stay long in the hospital either. Like, damn near rushing women to get out of the hospital after they give birth because they don't want them or the baby exposed. And it's just, it was a lot. It's a lot of women and kids had to go through a lot this pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, I feel bad for like all the high school seniors.
Man.
All the high school seniors who didn't get a prom, who didn't get a graduation, like, who didn't get a grad night. Cause nigga, grad night?
Cracking. Cracking. Grad night is a whole nother level.
It was cracking. Like, grad night? What?
Man. Grad night, man.
Grad night was like, and then like prom too. Like, my prom was lit. My whole high school experience was pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie. But
I went to so many proms my senior year. It's crazy.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Because that was a thing. That was a thing.
I feel like I was
I remember not taking I didn't take my boyfriend that I was with to prom. I ended up taking one of my homeboys to prom with me.
That's wild.
It was hot.
Hot too. Shit. I would take somebody else.
I told you I was a Mac from way back, a player from the Himalayas.
I would take somebody else.
Just kidding. I did. I didn't want to take him. I didn't want somebody all up on me at the prom. Like, I didn't want you to be, no. See, I was ahead of my time. Shit. 17-year-old Gio knew what it do. Even though I wasn't doing shit. I was not doing shit. I'm proud of that. I did not have sex in high school. I was proud of that.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
That's a thing, though. But that's another thing. Like, a lot of women, especially growing up, a lot of girls felt pressured.
Yeah.
To get into that, and they got into that early. I see how niggas. That's what I said. I hung around a bunch. I still to this day, like, I hang around a bunch of niggas.
Yeah.
So I seen how niggas was doing these girls in high school. You ain't finna do me like you do her, my nigga.
That's crazy.
That's all I thought. Like, nope, nope. And then you have my daddy in my ear, me and my sister's ear, talking about what you have. You know what, girls? I gotta get my JoJo voice on. The JoJo voice. He said, "Girls, what you have is a gift. It is a present that is only to be opened by somebody that you really trust and you really love, because you are the prize." That's JoJo sex talk, okay?
Stupid.
So you got me and my sister out here. Number one, you not finna do us like you do them, because that's just not how it goes. You're not about to play me, have me crying by a locker like you got old girl crying by a locker right now. It's not happening. You're not about to have me looking stupid in the quad. Nope. So that number one. And then number two, we think we walking around here with golden boxes because JoJo, my daddy, done told us we're prizes out here.
Mm-hmm. Tell them.
So since we've been told that we're prizes out here.
I'll tell you, that's what it is, though.
Yeah.
Women do have the golden box, and then some just toss it around like it's Hot Pocket.
Not toss it around like it's a Hot Pocket. I was not prepared. Sorry, guys. We're getting refills. Can somebody bring me the bottle of Hennessy? And can somebody just make me a drink? Okay, so we're back. We had a quick intermission because we are joined by... She's been on here before, Essence. Miss Essentially Bomb. Daddy Issues and Dirty Laundry podcast.
Thank you for the plug, sis. Thank you.
So we're like we had spoke about before. It's a little mini, low-key, a little mini family dinner at my house right now.
It's a gang of people here.
But it's okay. So we were just talking about women and mental health, like in relationships and things like that. Things that women do, things that men do. But we were talking about Aaron. You know Aaron. He had asked me, or he had sent me something about women asking men asking women what do they bring to the table, and why women get offended when men ask that question. And I said, because it depends on the type of person that is asking that question. If you are asking me this question and I know damn well that you're not bringing anything near what I'm bringing, I'm gonna be looking at you like, what? But yeah, that's what I said. I was like, it depends on who's asking. So maybe that might be, or two, there's different ways to go about asking that question without really asking it to get an answer that you desire. Or not an answer that you desire, because when I say answer that you desire, I don't want people to think that it's an answer that you want to hear. When I say answer that you desire, I mean like the truth out of whatever person you're asking.
I think too, like for me, I feel like I come with a long list of things, that I feel are good qualities. So it's almost like, how dare you ask me that? Like,
right.
What do you bring to the table?
Right.
Question.
At this point,
I'm cool on my own, and I know that I do have a little bit of hyper independence because I do, have my own daddy issues and things like that.
Yeah, it's a trauma response.
It is definitely a trauma response, but it's like I worked my ass off to get where I'm at, and it's like, what do you have? What can you give to me? That, because I feel like there's a meme the other day that I came across that explained it perfectly. Like, I don't feel like it's what I bring to the table. Like, I'm the building that the table sits in.
I said
like,
that.
What are you talking about? Like,
I said that.
I'm capable of being the homemaker. I can get out here and grind. I can, I have a lot of different assets. That I'm bringing. So a lot of men, I feel like these days, and it's not all, so I want to put that disclosure, but there are a lot of men who they don't do with the traditional roles of men.
Yes.
But they want traditional women roles being played.
Right.
So you want to go half on everything, but you still want me to be the full-time
cook,
maker, care for the kids full-time, do all these things. And then it's like, I'm literally now doing more in this relationship than you are. And you're asking me, what am I bringing to the table? Like, because there's a lot of men who don't even feel like they should be providers. They don't feel like they should, have to cover the rent. Like, we want to have. Or, whatever portion they might want to go, 60-40, I don't know.
Right. But that's and that's another thing we brought up, was that people have to be equally yoked, and equally yoked, definitely in balance as far as mind frames, like mindsets go. Because once you guys are equally yoked and equal, like you guys have a shared vision and a shared view of how you guys want things to be and how you're gonna get there, then all the other stuff comes in. But if you sitting here, and don't be the broke female, the broke bitch that's just the ones that just want niggas to pay your rent.
Right.
And then expect a quality nigga to come your way.
Definitely. And I think that could be the reason why a lot of men are asking women what they bring to the table, because there are a lot of pretty faces and empty,
empty vessels.
Inside, and they just want to be taken care of. They don't have any drive to do anything. So I do get it. There are some gold diggers, and they don't care. Whoever's got the bag is where they're gonna go.
And that's why I said earlier I said the city girls had done the niggas a disservice. Because now everybody want to be a city girl or a hottie.
Yeah.
And we have the same thing. Everybody want to be a city girl or a hottie, and everybody wants niggas to just take care of them. And I'm not saying there aren't dudes that won't do that, But then everything comes with a price. Nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is free. Everything comes in a price. So if you're not paying for it financially, you might pay for it emotionally. You might pay for it physically. You might pay for it mentally. It's very rare, few in between, grown ass men out here that are going to take care of you, expect nothing in return, and be quality people. Very, very few.
Or you just getting treated nonsense.
Yeah. You're not the only one trying to be the only one.
Because, and then I think it's also kind of important to highlight. I think we've talked about this before on like other episodes that we've done, but being equally yoked doesn't necessarily mean that you have to see yourselves as equals. Like I think people think that they're supposed to be the same when really you're supposed to be complementary to your partner.
Right.
You're supposed to be everything that you're not, and vice versa.
Right.
So that way
the head and the neck. That's why I always say the woman is the neck and the man is the head. So the head cannot move without the neck. The head cannot turn around. The head cannot go down. The head cannot move without the neck. So the point of having the divine masculine, divine feminine is for a balance. For a balance to be struck. And in order for that balance to be struck, a lot of time people go into relationships, and I've done it. Like, hell, in this recurrent relationship, like I wasn't completely... nobody's ever like completely healed. You're always working through your healing, but I wasn't at the best healed spot. I wasn't my best healed self at the beginning of my relationship. I was not. So the beginning of my relationship was me relearning myself and relearning and learning him at the same time.
I can feel that 100%.
Because I'm over here trying to out of one traumatic experience, and Binks, oh, my dog is annoying, yo. Sit down, girl. But I was the type of person that I'm trying to go through myself and go through the inner workings of me and rediscover, since, like I said, going through a traumatic experience, rediscover what I like doing, rediscover what I like, who I like being, who I like being around, what I like doing outside of work, outside of all the other facets of me. What do I like for myself? And I was still searching through that when I entered my current relationship. So that's a whole other dynamic in itself when you're relearning yourself. And now on top of that, you're learning somebody else.
Similar situation. I got pregnant pretty early into my relationship, and we decided we were going to go through with the whole thing. And so now I'm in a place where, coming out of giving birth and having to relearn myself as a woman, I'm learning how to be a mother, and that's a completely new role for me. So, and then realizing that the person that I'm now learning how to co-parent with, I also am still learning as a boyfriend, so
right.
We're still trying to figure things out. And then there's a lot of things that have surfaced in this relationship that let me know that I was not as healed as I thought I was, because certain things were coming up, and I knew that it wasn't necessarily a reflection of him, but more so me.
Right.
And things that were being projected. And then having to ask myself, what it is that I really want, and how I found myself in certain situations, because sometimes we are the cause of our own,
A lot of times we self-sabotage, and we sabotage ourselves. A lot of times, because and that's just going through learning yourself, knowing yourself, going through knowing that you deserve a certain standard. Like, it's okay to have boundaries. Like, people today make it like, oh, she has high standards. No, nigga, I have a boundary, and you cross that shit. Hop, skipped, and jump over that motherfucker. Bring your ass back and get out the door. That's what it is. Like, honestly, you're mad because I had a boundary in place. You broke the boundary, and now I'm not fucking with you no more. Like, point blank, period. And the older I get, the more I realize that my boundaries, they protect my peace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They protect my peace. Like, certain shit I do not have the tolerance for like I used to.
Yeah. That's part of growing.
That's just like, yeah, it's a part of growing and it's a part of life. Just like food wise. Some shit your body can't tolerate like it used to.
Yeah.
Like cheap
As you
liquor.
get older. Like cheap liquor. Yeah, we can't do it.
'Cause I can't drink no
Yeah,
Taco
back in the day. Back in the
I
day.
could have had some Four Loko,
Man.
some Taco, you know, and I could have been fine the next day. If I tried that shit
Now
now, I'd
in
be
the
on my
bed.
deathbed the next day. I can't do it. But I feel like it's just a part of self-preservation.
Right.
And I think we have this, there's such a negative connotation on being selfish, but sometimes being selfish is necessary.
It
You have
is.
to put yourself first in certain situations. And, you know, a lot of us have been through traumatic situations, and a trauma response is often, you know, people pleasing. And so then we don't want to say no because we feel guilty when we say no, and then we're not respecting our own boundaries because
Right.
it hurt us more to say yes to something that we really didn't want to do
Yeah.
Right.
or, you know, accept. So, yeah, boundaries are super important, and you need to know. Sometimes we don't know our own boundaries, you know,
Right.
until somebody has
Crossed it.
offended us, and we didn't even know that was something that we would have taken offense to.
Right. Right. That's true. That is true. But yeah, no, it's important. Like, I don't want any of the ladies that are listening to this, all the niggas out here, yeah, you have such high standards. You're not supposed to him. No, nigga. It's a boundary. You need to create some too. Maybe if you created some, you wouldn't be dealing with Crazy Harry as your baby mama, or Crazy Hallie, I should say, as your baby mama. If you had a boundary, or 2, or 3, or 4.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with having high standards. Like, if that's what I feel like I deserve, and that's what I
Honey,
say
then
I
that
want,
is.
then that is what it is. And either the person that you're in a relationship with feels like they can give you those things,
Or they can't.
feel like they can't. And if you feel like you can't, it's not your job to pull me down to what you feel I deserve, or
Right.
what you are only capable of giving. It's either meet me where I am, or I can find somebody who will.
Period.
And you know, that is what it is. And vice versa.
Right.
You have your standards, and I can either meet you, you know, where you are, and I either can do what it is, you know, that you say that you need, or I have to decide within myself that that's not something that I can do. And then you got to be honest in your relationships, because if you know that you can't do it, then
Speak up.
Yeah. And then
let's
two,
not waste our time.
and
you
then
know?
two, I need niggas to stop acting like they don't want to be in a relationship. Because everybody know, because it's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas out here. There's some of them. I'm
him.
My cousin's talking about I'm them. It's a lot of people. I mean, there's a few people that genuinely don't want to be in a relationship, but it's a lot of niggas out here that really want, like, they over here, they want to cuddle with somebody. Oh, it's cuddle season. Oh, they, like I said, they on the Justin LeBoy tip.
They want to do.
Look at all they want to do, all the
things
relationship things, and not right, and say they don't want to be in a relationship. But then the minute sorry, excuse my French, women, lovely, beautiful. Anyways, hell, you know I'm talking to you. And the minute the female in the relationship does the same shit, she's a hoe. She disrespectful. She ain't shit. She this, she that. But keep the same energy, because didn't you just say you didn't want a relationship? So that's what I mean. Be honest with yourself. Don't be out here talking about, oh, I don't want a relationship just because you want to be the future meme and shit. Be honest and say that you want a relationship. And if you don't want that type of relationship with that person, be honest too and let them know, like, yes, we may do this, that, and the third, but that's not what it is. Because then you give the woman the space to be like, okay, this is not what I want. And that's, again, women got to be honest with themselves too. Because if you can't handle that type of a homie, lover, friend relationship, you need to be honest with yourself. Because genuinely, because 9 times out of 10, if you really like that nigga that's offering this homie, lover, friend relationship, a lot of times women will take it.
Yeah.
Because they think they can change somebody's mind. And never in the history of everdom has that worked.
Yeah, no, because everybody wants to be the exception to the rule, and more
Right.
often than not, we are the rule. I thought about 2 things while you were saying what you were saying. I don't always think that it's people who want to be in relationships. They just want a certain level of intimacy because they're using that person to fill some sort of void.
Right.
But they don't want to have to be committed. And from that, you end up getting, I think some people have, because of poor boundaries, you have people who become like possessive.
Yes.
So it's not that they want to be committed to you. They now just feel like you
belong to them.
Yeah. So now they don't want you to do anything else.
For any of y'all niggas messing with Scorpio niggas. For any of y'all messing with Scorpio niggas. Because I am a Scorpio woman. But for any of y'all messing with a November Scorpio at that. That is going to be your main. Well, I'm October Scorpio, so it's different.
Scorpio.
Nigga, we know you like November Scorpios. You love Scorpios in general, sis. And I love them too. I love them too. I am one. I am one. But November Scorpios is a little different.
Oh, yeah. My little sister.
It's a little different.
She's so cold.
That's my dog.
I love her.
She's me and I am her because she is my soul sister. She's my Scorpio twin.
She's a November
That's
Scorpio.
what I'm saying.
Sure.
Like, people don't, like, men don't, and then men, it hurts them to their core. And kid, you could get in here because I know you're gonna be like, no, bitch. But it hurts niggas to their core when you do them how they do you. Hurts them when you have the capacity and the capability, because as a Scorpio, like I said, there's a few women that can go into shit and not be emotionally attached. She is me and I am her. I am the few. I am the few.
But I think it's a matter of constantly keeping it real with yourself about where you are and what you signed up for. And that's the second thing that I said that I had thought of while you were talking. Is renegotiating your terms. A lot of the times people come into a situation and they agree to be one way, right? Like we're gonna be just friends, blah blah blah, no strings attached. It is what it is, and then somewhere down the line, somebody's feelings change.
Yeah,
be honest, like I said, at every step, like I said,
it's okay to come back and say that I know that I originally said that I was okay with X, Y, and Z, but I am no longer okay with it, and then now see where it is that the person that you're dealing with can either meet you.
And that's why I said you got to be honest at all parts.
Yeah, that comes with relationships too, not just friends with benefits.
Yeah, absolutely
relationships too, because everything changes from when you start to where you're at now to where you will be in the future. So every step of the process, like you said, it's a checkup, evaluation, to see where you are, see how everything is, and everybody being open and honest and communicative about how they're feeling and what they're feeling, not feeling like they can't come to their significant other and talk about what they're feeling and talk about how the relationship is going, because that saves time and energy. If you guys are not going in the direction you plan on going, announce that, bring that to the table, and go separate ways.
Right.
Or if you guys are being stagnant, seeing how you guys can get over this stagnancy and figure out which way you guys are going and how you guys can build and grow from here.
Right.
So.
Right. But that's what, like you said, checking in, even in relationships. Like, I've made it a habit to, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, y'all. I'm not perfect.
Nobody
I'm working
is.
through my healing like everybody else. If I was perfect, I would not be here no more. But every month in my relationship, I write Noah a letter. And that's my temperature check. That's my temperature check. So every month I write him a letter. He keeps them all. Not I love it. My sister's over there talking about I hate, not a 4-page letter. Don't be singing. Come on, Aaliyah. But no, I write letters. I write them during like special times, like too, I write him for his birthday or for like our anniversary and stuff. But every month it's like a temperature check. I write him a letter of like how I'm feeling, or like things that I would like for us to talk about. And then after he reads that letter, which is usually that same day, we talk about it and we go over stuff. And it's like a reevaluation. It's like if you have a job, it's like your quarter evaluation.
Let's see how you've been doing.
So let's see what we need to work on together. Like, what am I lacking? What are you lacking? Where can we pick up at? What can I pick up at? Like,
and that's hard to do for some people because some people are not good with criticism. And I feel like timing is everything because I can tell you that I hate when you do
this, that, and the third,
right? But depending on when I tell you that is going to determine how you receive what it is that I'm saying.
Right.
So if we're in the middle of an argument and I throw that shit in there, it's not going to be received
the same way. Yeah.
If we were having a conversation and it's like, you know what, babe, it really bothers me when you do said thing.
Yeah.
You know, I would like.
It's the tone too. Tone. It's always a tone.
I have to remind myself to use I statements all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'll be ready to be like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm not communicating and I have to realize that I do this too. One of my best friends, she just flies off the handle and she will just and then she'll be like, well, I said this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, did you really say that?
Right.
Or did you say a lot of shit because you were mad and you thought you were communicating your feelings, but you really never actually said how you felt. You just kind of flew off the handle. And I think we find ourselves in a lot of situations where we're so angry. We're trying to express all these things and we never actually communicate what it is that we're feeling and what we need from the other person.
And that's why it's important to grow to a point where you could pause and take a step back. It is okay in a relationship. Like, people feel like you got to be up in each other's face 24/7. It is okay to take a break, like for the night or for a couple hours, and come back and regroup when you're calmer. Like, that has been such a blessing in my relationship, because if he too, like, I'm sure I work on this nigga nerve, y'all. I know I work on his fucking nerves sometimes, but
it's that fire and that
it is
water,
all the spiciness.
you know?
It's the spiciness. Because he is a fire sign. I am a water sign, so it's a lot. It's combative. It's a cold mix. It works though. It works.
Whatever. If you want something to work, you figure out how to make that shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know.
But like, it's not. That's why our relationship isn't full of like strife and arguing all the damn time, because like, I'm just like, look, I'm just not gonna talk to you for a little bit. I'll come back to it, and then we can talk about it when we're both calmer. That way, we're actually hearing each other. Because I remember in the beginning, like I said, it's a learning phase, a learning and growing phase. But in the beginning of our relationship, when we got into our first argument, I noticed, and he noticed too, that we're yelling at each other, we're going at each other, and nobody's hearing each other.
Because you're listening, but you're not listening to receive.
You're listening to respond.
Yeah, like, because you're in a place of defense. So it's like, I gotta defend myself, and now we at war.
Right.
You know, it's like, you're not bae right now. You are the enemy.
Right. So then the next time we got into a confrontation, I listened. I was the one that was listening to listen, and he was listening to respond. And so I stopped him in the middle of his yelling. I said, you're not listening to what I just said. This is what I said. And you're reacting, like I said, based on that's why I made myself very intentional and be very specific in my language in speaking to him, because the one word sets niggas off. They take one word and run with it.
I for sure do. Sagittarius speaking.
Yes, and he's a Sagittarius just like you.
Oh, so what you said was like, that's not what I said.
Exactly.
Like, but you did say that. Did you not say that? Because we could be very literal.
Yes.
So it's like, but that's what you said. But that's not what I meant. But that's what you said.
You could be very literal, Sagittarius, very literal, and very technical. So I have to be very, like I said, I learned very quickly in dealing with this man, technical, this Sagittarius man, with his Virgo moon and his Virgo rising. That means he's very analytical, my niggas, because Virgos are very analytical beings. You got to be very intentional and very specific in your words when you're talking to them. It's very specific in your language.
Because we're specific in ours.
Yes, and they're very technical and very analytical. And one little word will set these niggas off. Like, one little word and they off. Yeah. Like Usain Bolt, suck it off. You said this right here. You did not. But nigga, this is what I said before and after. But this is what you're focusing on. This is what you're zeroing in on. Right. That's what it is.
No.
No, that's what it is. Because half the time, time, like I said before, half the time when you having these kind of conversations, you're right. Especially the way my
Sagittarius is
right,
Virgo.
Right. No, because Noah's a Virgo moon and Virgo rising. He's a Sagittarius sun, Virgo moon and Virgo rising.
No, we're talking about
how literal they are.
Sagittariuses are.
Right.
Because I will say, well, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I said this.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you meet? No. I said this.
And this is what I mean.
If I would have meant that, I would have said that.
And that's the conversation that I have with him, because he's so used to, as Sagittarius, they get used to and they train themselves to get used to seeing through people's bullshit. Mm-hmm. And once they start seeing through,
bullshitter.
You cannot, because Sagittarius is bullshitter.
So you can't bullshit me.
Bullshit the bullshitter.
I see you.
So their whole time, their brain is just
bullshit.
their brain is just like running rampant. Their brain is just like running rampant. And they're analyzing everything, every little thing that you're saying. Mm-hmm. And if their emotions are wired up while they're analyzing, then it's just a ticking time bomb to whether they're going to just blow the fuck up. Mm-hmm. So, right. So
and I'm like a completely different person. I've had to be like, who was that? When I've gotten to a certain place of anger.
Right.
Oh, man.
It's, like...
Yeah.
And it's not a good feeling to not feel like you know yourself. Like, who the fuck was that?
That's why I focus on heavy on controlling my emotions, because people will try to get under your skin.
Man. Mm-hmm. And then when you're in a relationship and people know your buttons.
What sign are you?
Taurus. He's my bull. He's my moon sign.
My moon is a Taurus.
He's my moon sign. Big Taurus moons.
You have a very calm temperament, though. Like,
we need to figure out the rest of his birth chart, because he's not a regular Taurus.
From what we can see on the surface.
No, Kid has a very cool, calm demeanor. He's a very cool. No, but his bullheadedness come in when
that's my moon. So
yeah, it's my moon too. So
I'll be having to check my Taurus sometimes.
Cause when you be in your feelings, right? But when you be in your feelings, like when you really be in your feelings at the Taurus moon,
I'm sorry.
You be mad at yourself in your feelings, like at the Taurus moon. You been like, nigga, why are you what?
What's wrong with
Who the fuck? Like, you want to square up with yourself? Like, get out of there. What's wrong with you? But
I'm so interested. I'm fire sun. I'm Taurus moon.
Taurus is the earth sign.
And then I'm Pisces rising, which is water. But I don't feel like I come off as a water sign at all. Like,
you don't.
But
I am a Scorpio sun, a Taurus moon, Sagittarius rising. So I am water, earth, fire.
I'm fire, earth, water. So we are exactly the same element. That's what we vibe.
Yes.
You guys literally, quick story time. Me and Gio met randomly at a hookah lounge.
Nigga, get Hennessy.
Years ago. I think I was in maybe 25 maybe. So this has to be 6 years ago. And we sat down for maybe all of 30 seconds and we were talking, and the next thing you know, it was like, you want to go to the store? Like, yeah. And we just jumped in the car and we've been sisters ever since. Yeah, somebody could have got kidnapped and never would have known. She just got in the car with me.
And we went and got that bottle of Hennessy and we never stopped ever since.
What's up?
And we just smoked good Judy for a good 7 years. Damn, 7 years.
I think I was 24, 25.
Yes.
And I'll be 32 next month.
Yeah, shit. Damn, that went by.
I'm in my prime though, so
yeah, we here.
I don't feel old.
Honey. I just
be over here.
Girl, get to this 30. 30 is what it's giving, okay?
And one of the things my uncle told me, and I don't even know what direction we're supposed to be going, but I'm gonna tell you.
It's okay.
My uncle, when I told him I used to be afraid of turning 30, because you think you hot shit in your 20s, right? We all think we hot shit in our 20s,
right?
And
don't know shit, but think you hot shit.
The later you get in your 20s, the harder it kind of becomes. My uncle calls the 20s the lost years, right?
Right.
And when I got to 30, I told him how good I felt.
Right.
And I was like, if I never see 20-something ever again, it will be too soon. Not that I could, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And my uncle was like, well, wait till you hit your 40s and then your 50s. He said, because the older you get, the less fucks you give.
Yeah.
And then you really become who you are. You don't care about what people think about you. And
I can't wait to become an elder, yo.
You really start developing into your true self, what you like,
right,
as an individual.
Right.
And there's no facades.
Yeah. I can't wait to become an elder. That's my nigga. I'm about to be sitting on my porch with my tea.
With a rockin' chair?
With my good Judies. Like, with a little bit of Hennessy in that tea. Okay. Yes. Go Blanche, my nigga. Everything. We about to be in there. Like, I do not care. I'm gonna have a big ass wraparound porch around my house.
I like
and
that.
We about to be out here. I'm gonna be smoking my blunts still. Okay?
That's okay.
And drinking my Hennessy and my tea.
Just from the earth, honey. I don't smoke. But I only don't smoke because I'm already a sleepy individual. And it doesn't matter whether I smoke indica or sativa.
You be sleepy.
I'm still sleepy.
Yeah, that's not it for you then.
So it's not for me.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, this is funny.
Even though I have anxiety every time, people are just like,
this is hella.
Smoke some weed. If you ask my sister, that's the answer to all your
problems.
Smoke
some weed, for sure.
Smoke some weed. You sad?
For
smoke
sure.
Some weed. You happy? Let's smoke some weed. You're mad? We gotta smoke some weed.
This is so funny.
My sister is such a hippie.
Right, same. Dude, my cousin called me a hippie the other day. She was like, you are such a hippie. She's like, you're a little gypsy. And I'm like, maybe I am a gypsy. That works. That works for me.
Don't gypsies wander?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. I love to wander. That's fine. But I have a bunch of herbs in the cabinet. And I've literally studied this past pandemic. I studied a bunch of herbs. Because I'm opening a botanica, so I studied herbs so I could learn their uses. So I learned the herbs that are smokable. The herbs that are like you could mix with weed. So why when I roll blunts that have like lavender or rose or mullein in it, why no way start calling my blunts spicy blunts?
Spicy?
Spice.
Does it change the taste of it?
A little bit.
Because I noticed you have this sage right here.
Girl, because this is because what we did in the beginning, I said I was gonna start doing this at the beginning of every podcast. We saged the area, saged ourselves, and we set our intentions for the conversation. Actually, you never set your intentions, so we could do that.
I love
it's a chakra sage, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that it has all the chakra colors. Got some lavender going on in here. This is a really beautifully wrapped bundle of sage.
Yes.
Did you wrap that yourself?
Actually,
did you tell the people that you were getting ready to open your
yeah, that's what I was
botanica?
just saying. I am gearing up to open my online botanica, so we're gonna have the sage.
Can you make me one?
Yeah, I can make you one. We're gonna have this sage. We're gonna have some crystals. We're gonna have herbs by the ounce, like different. I'm gonna start out with a set of herbs that I know people need now, especially with this pandemic, and then we'll like expand from there. Eventually, I want to just be selling a bunch of herbs. Actually, this is.
You know, this pandemic.
It was like I said, a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
It was a blessing. We're still in it.
We're still in it.
You want to know why we're still in it? Because we got, what was it, the beta strand?
The Delta strand.
Look, beta, delta, sigma,
The
omega. Look, so one of these fucking strands, alpha.
Fraternity of strands.
Right,
shit, Kobe got a
we
fraternity.
got all kind of strands and shit.
Greek and shit.
I feel like it's helped. It's brought out the grind in a lot of people, like the entrepreneurship, you know, that kind of stuff. The scamming a lot of people for sure.
Yeah. Right.
But I feel like it's affected so many people's mental health as well.
Facts.
I had a friend of mine call me the other day at like 4:00 in the morning, and she was crying to me because it hurt her feelings that we had lost so many of our friends to suicide over the course of this pandemic. And she was telling me like, so if I ever do anything stupid, I really think she was drunk, but drunk feelings, it's like
drunk man tells no lie.
Yeah, drunks and children.
Drunk man tell no lie. That's what Granny say.
And she was like, if I ever do anything stupid, I just want you to know, like, I really love you. And I was like, well,
don't do nothing stupid.
I don't want you to do nothing stupid. So you call me at whatever time it is. And I realized this pandemic has isolated so many people.
Yeah.
And a lot of us deal with a lot of mental health issues, but they're undiagnosed. And I think being alone and being in your house and you know, having to deal with your emotions and
Loved
you know,
ones.
things like that. Yeah, your loved ones, toxic situations that people are in, and then the normal things that you would do to escape those things you can't necessarily do.
Yeah, because you gotta stay in the house.
You gotta stay in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, we're outside now.
Yeah.
Or we can be outside now.
Yeah, but a year ago was a whole different story.
Yeah.
So a year of being isolated and being in your family, which might be toxic, or being by yourself, and you have all these things that you don't necessarily deal with. It caused a lot of people to go down like a dark hole.
Suicide rate was high, divorce rate was high, and it's like unemployment we already know was high. So it was like all that factors countering you being isolated in the house and being unemployed and having to deal with people, dealing with your loved ones, and then
you got to think
people
of
that
kids.
work for companies for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years and they don't know nothing else but that, because you know you didn't need degrees to have
get
good
jobs.
jobs once upon a time. Like my god sister's mom used to work for Bank of America, and I think she had worked for them for like over 20 years. Got in when the getting was good, and at one point ended up losing her job, and then because of like reconstruction of things, nothing that she did. But then when she got ready to go back out into the workforce, everybody wanted a degree. Yeah. So it didn't matter that she had 25 years of experience doing this shit. She probably know more than the person who has the degree because she did it. Driving the car and reading about how to drive the car are two
different things. Facts.
So that's a hard thing for people.
That's a transition. It's a transition. It's a lot of change.
What do I get back out here and do? My mom's been unemployed. She's worked for her doctor's office for more than half of my life. And over the pandemic, they closed her doctor's office. She's been at home. And now she wants to get back out and do what she does. But it's like, but what do I actually do? Because she only has what she has.
Yeah, we're gonna help your mom. We could build up her resume. I know, like I used to work at Kaiser. I know some people. We gonna get that figured out.
I'm like 20, girl. We could.
Right, 20 Loke is fine. We
do
fine.
Some things.
So,
but she only knows what she knows, and I just feel like this pandemic has hurt a lot of people's mental health. Do you guys know that the amount of alcohol sales went up 300%?
Damn.
300%.
Because people started
We
then
have
too.
nothing else to do.
But then too, a lot of people like this. The job force opened and jobs opened back up. And too,
And
a lot of people don't want to go
right now. But
Yeah.
it was at 300. It might be 4, 5 by
now.
now.
But a lot of people don't want to go back to work for Bob.
Yeah.
Because you realize when you came home and you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with, a lot of people realize, damn, my job is the reason why I'm feeling this way. Me not having the time to deal with myself and to cater to myself and to do shit that I want to do because I work this job in these companies, like you're just a number.
You are.
If you die today, they're gonna fill your spot tomorrow.
They don't give a fuck
And so
about
people are starting to realize that, and they're like, nigga, fuck
And
Bob.
it's not
I
a
ain't working
good
for Bob.
feeling. It's not a good feeling when you've been working for your company for
X amount of
5+ years, you know, whatever, and you're busting your ass because you want to climb the ladder in your company and you want to do all these things, and then you realize that your company could give a fuck less about you.
Right. Right.
You'll die tomorrow. The coworkers are probably gonna have a 30-second moment of silence for you if they do that.
If that.
They might post something in the break room. I don't know. And then they're gonna fly your position. We're hiring.
Right the next day. What it do, baby?
That's it. They don't care.
And on Indeed, like, what it do, baby?
And it's sad because, you know, I do work in the mental health field, and so you would expect while you're working in the mental health field that these people would be knowledgeable of mental health things. And you're still a number. You're still just a number. I've been busting my ass for the last 4 or 5 years, and during this pandemic, it showed me certain things. I was pregnant. I had a high-risk pregnancy. I was telling them that I had certain things going on, and they were giving me a hard time. And I was like, I could lose my kid.
Yeah.
if I come do what it is that you're asking me to do, but they did not give a fuck. They wanted me to still come do what they asked me to do. And I realized in that time, like, this ain't where it's at. Like, I can only speak for us as black people, because I'm black.
Eris want to be heard. This is Eris. This is Essence's daughter.
This is my baby.
Her want to be heard. I want to be heard, TT. Yeah, I want to be heard. What you want to say? You done? You done? What you say? Say hi. Say grateful evening. Yeah. Yeah.
So you gonna hijack the podcast, kid?
Right. She said, "This is my show."
But it made me realize real shit that we need to do more as a people of color to build our generational wealth and to put ourselves in positions that cannot be taken from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be my own boss.
Yeah.
And that's not for everybody. I have a cousin who does not want to be an entrepreneur. She does not want to start a business. Like, she feels like her purpose is to be a mother. That's what brings her joy. That's what fuels her on a day-to-day basis. But for me, if it's some cool white people, then, you know, y'all straight in my book. But I feel like the white man does not. The system is not designed for people of color to excel. And the only way for you to get where you need to get is to create your own lane. Exactly.
Right.
So I'm getting ready to launch my life coaching business.
Amen.
And I want to be able to make my own schedule. I want to stay home with my daughter when I want to stay home with my daughter. I want to be on Melrose drinking a fucking martini. I don't even know if I really like martini.
We about to really be.
But I want to be there drinking that.
Yeah,
right,
I'm about to say,
figure it
out when we get there.
That's what I want to do at 2 p.m.
Right.
on a Monday.
Right.
I don't want to be clocking.
Ooh,
like,
we're giving Sex of the City vibes. That's what we're getting.
Yes.
Come on. We're giving Sex.
I think I'm kind of more Samantha-y.
Yeah, I feel like I'm. Samantha.
I'm a cross between Carrie and Samantha.
I definitely think I'm more Carrie.
I'm definitely not Miranda, and I'm definitely not Charlotte.
Yeah, definitely not Charlotte.
I'm somewhere between Samantha. Carrie gets on my nerves in some episodes. And then I was looking at the fucking episodes because I recently rewatched this during the pandemic because I didn't watch so much shit I can't even tell y'all. Like, I'm fucking watched the fuck out at this point. I watched that shit again. They're in their early 30s.
Yeah.
And it was pissing me off at some of the things that they were doing. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What's wrong with y'all? Like, that's dumb as fuck. Carrie is dumb.
Man.
She's dumb. She gives dumb as hell vibes.
She all the red flags. Right.
Burger.
It's not even just big. It's not even just big though. Yeah,
I think
it's a lot.
Might be a little bit of my parent. It's a lot.
But if we're talking TV shows, I'm giving more Khadijah from Living Single.
Okay, I like Khadijah.
I feel like I'm more. It's a cross between her. It's a cross between. It's a cross between Khadijah on Living Single.
Ooh, Maxine.
And Maxine, yeah. Maxine, my girl. Yeah.
Maxine vibes?
Yeah, Maxine vibes for sure.
I think I'm a good Carrie Bradshaw, Sydney Shaw kind of mix.
Okay, not the Sydney Shaw.
I'm fucking Issa Rae on Insecure.
Yeah, Issa Rae. No.
That's me.
But her.
I don't fucking
First of all,
know.
let's just talk about, it's like, what, like hot take. Just a hot take real quick. Insecure is giving everything it needs to give for millennial life. Like, everything it needs to, because she.
The fucking last episode. Oh, there's an episode on tonight. We'll
yes,
watch that
I gotta watch that. Yes.
But when she was up there talking about her successes, and
yeah,
she was just like, I still don't know if I have it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the realest things ever. Like, you could be successful and still fucking feel like you haven't made that shit. Like,
girl, what? The whole baby mama thing, because we not gonna skip over Conadella with him and her. We're not gonna skip over her. We're not gonna skip over her because I
We're
feel.
gonna find out tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Cause I feel a little. I feel.
like Lawrence.
I love me some Lawrence.
I like Lawrence.
I love me some Lawrence.
Can I ask
You guys know Lawrence commented on one of my pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
When
you
y'all-
in my DM.
You know what? Somebody help her.
She said he didn't be in my D. Let me out, not the DMs.
Okay, so did you guys know that November is actually Men's Health Awareness
Mental health awareness
Did
month.
you guys
Yeah.
talk about that?
No, not
No.
yet.
So how we? Oh, let's do them. That's what we need to do. I watch the I Am Athlete podcast. I watch a lot of podcasts. So I watch like I Am Athlete. I watch Drink Champs. I watch the Rory and Maul podcast. I told y'all I'm a nigga at heart. But I Am Athlete, they do a mental health check-in. So personal, business, and what's the third one? It's personal, business, and physically. So you check in how you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on a personal level, business, and a physical. So kid, how are you on your personal, business, and physical?
Personal, I would say I'm leaning between a 6 and a 7.
Okay.
Business 5 right now.
Okay.
Physical 8.
8. Okay. Perfect.
I have a question before you move on to your next question.
Yes.
For your businesses, what kind of business ventures are you currently involved in?
Digital media will really get more promotions and ads on the podcast,
Okay.
as well as my clothing brand with the SAUNAIE, and branding that and branching out to different people and getting that in different hands in different places and really utilizing that and spreading that out because it's more of like deal with mental health, like mental health sayings, as well as financial literacy sayings, and getting that out to people and really exposing that and having them feeling what they're wearing. If that makes sense.
Okay, that's beautiful. I love men and mental health. It's like it's very few men that acknowledge mental health, and a lot of men have a lot of mental health issues,
Yeah.
and they don't acknowledge that that's what it is. So especially black
for
men,
sure.
any black
Because
man
a lot of
that's in
times
there-
they're not allowed because our community for a long time, like we're just getting to a space right now where it's cool in our community to go see a therapist, where it's cool to go talk to somebody outside of your friend circle.
Not for men, though.
But
Not for men.
no, what I'm saying is
Some of them
No.
still don't have friends.
but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm
terrible
talking about is right now it's more accessible. Like back in the day, it was not as accessible. It was not as accessible, or it wasn't as talked about in our community.
It was suppressed.
So a lot of times when that uncle raped you or that cousin was touching on you, it was brushed under the rug.
and still present.
Yeah,
after
and then you're just
Thanksgiving dinner.
right, and you're just expected to just be kikiing with this nigga at Thanksgiving dinner. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's more talked about now because more black people, regardless of if they want to or not, more black people are going to therapy because they have to. You have to learn how to navigate life now. You can't there's only so much trauma somebody can take. I have a really good book in my library called "The Body Keeps the Score."
Ooh, I have that book too,
And-
and it was presented to me for the same thing.
Mhm.
Like people don't realize trauma is stored in your
Body, yeah.
Even when you don't remember it, your body remembers it. So
Mhm.
when you have anxiety and random anxiety responses in
Because
your
you're
body
triggered.
to certain things, it's because it's triggered from
Yeah. Or two,
something
just
you've already experienced that you may not.
just something as simple as being overweight. A lot of times why it's so hard for people that are overweight to work out or to do certain things is because it's hard for them to get past that emotional, mental roadblock that they've have a lot of your emotions are stored in that weight. Because what do people do when they eat their, like when they eat emotion, they're emotional eaters.
Yeah.
So all of that emotion is stored in your weight. So now you're working out trying to get rid of it. Of course, it's going to be hard. Nothing worth having is
Easy.
comes to you easy.
Yeah.
Nothing worth having comes to you easy. It's always some work that has to be put in. So, but now it's super triggering. That's why it is harder. And that's why it is 80% mental when you decide to go into losing weight.
Mm-hmm. Everything's 80% mental when you go into anything. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do. It's all about mentality. If you have a fucked up mentality, you don't have that discipline, and you know you won't have that discipline for yourself when it comes to losing weight. You got to hire a personal trainer,
right,
or a nutritionist and things like that, to where they keep you in line, keep you in check. Because some
keep
people
you
need
accountable.
That. Yeah, hold you accountable if you can't hold yourself accountable.
Right.
And that's what it comes down to. Anything that you step in, you got to always be willing to step in to be disciplined and accountable for anything that you do, instead of just hopping right in and just thinking it's gonna happen overnight. Because that old you're still transforming.
Right.
So you'll still have that old mentality, and going into something new, you will have to change your mentality, change yourself, and really go into it with an open mind, instead of thinking like you know it all, or you've seen a few videos, like you said. You can read about driving a car, but it's different driving a car.
Yeah.
Being physically there. So it's like you really got to put the work in, put the grind in, and taking it one day at a time, and know your end goal, your vision, see that vision, but still stand disciplined day by day, knowing it's going to be brick by brick.
Right. All right, guys. So it's time for us to wind down and close down.
You guys have any
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Do we feel like anything that we feel like we didn't cover?
I came out the intermission.
Yeah.
As a mom, let me tell y'all, it is the most challenging and rewarding thing that I have ever done in my 31 years of life. I really feel like I needed my baby more than she needed me. Mm-hmm. But that does not mean that she is not difficult at times, okay? Yeah. When I'm traveling in far places by myself and the baby gets hungry, it is what it is. I gotta get off the freeway. I gotta pull over. I gotta feed her. I gotta do whatever it is that she needs me to do. But I really believe that my daughter has purpose.
Honey, but all these babies.
My pregnancy was hard. I had a high risk first trimester. They thought I was gonna miscarry, and she made it. Then she came 3 months early, and she's thriving, and I'm just so thankful for all of those things. But again, that still does not mean
right that she's
that I do not have those difficult moments. You know what I'm saying?
But then too, like a lot of these babies, I've noticed kids that have been under, I would say, the age of like. Maybe 10.
We had a
maybe
baby boom,
10.
whether that's what they want to call
but
it. But
not even
I don't
that.
know what they will refer to it as in the history books. But you know, the last
the
time they
pandemic,
seen babies come like this was the baby boom after the war, when everybody came home.
Well, technically, it kind of was like that. But what I mean is, like, I would say kids under the age of like 10 and under. These kids are some old ass souls coming back, and they're definitely like elders in little bodies. And I tell everybody all the time, like, how I envision these kids, their ancestors coming back for their shit.
I held her the other day, and she looked her in her eyes for a few seconds and was like, she's gonna have the gift of clairvoyance. She can see spirit.
Yeah.
You have to nurture her gift.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like,
and I was just like, okay. Because I don't have that gift. I have my own gift. You know, which we could talk about on another time.
Right.
But I don't have the gift of clairvoyance.
It's not something that's easily handled. I'll tell you that. But like, yeah, they are need to be nurtured. Intuition. Yeah. So that's that Pisces.
People are like, oh, you're psychic? No, I'm not psychic.
I feel.
Yeah,
that's
like
me.
I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah,
I
that's me. It. That's that Taurus moon and my Scorpio sun. Like the water is the water. Usually, water signs are very great with intuition, especially Scorpios. We're really great with intuition, but then that Earth, you're so with an Earth sign in your chart. You're so, especially if it's in an emotional part. Like my moon sign is in an Earth sign. It makes you rooted. So when you're so rooted and connected, your feelings are rooted and connected with other people. So that's like, I had actually a reading. I've had people. It's funny because I have people come up to me randomly. They'd be like, you're giving, like, I've had like 4 people within the last month come up to me randomly, like, do you have a kid? No, I don't have a kid. You are giving really big girl energy. Like, people have told me that my daughter is supposed to be like something so magnificent, and I hope she is all those things. And I am preparing myself to be able to take care of her.
Ready to deal with you
and
more,
a daughter,
like mini
and more
girls.
me.
Mini girls are like, no way. Are you ready?
I don't think he's listening because he's watching something. He's watching something. All right.
He has headphones in.
Yeah, Babe is watching something.
Babe is an awesome babe.
Babe is the greatest.
We group babe.
He is. My boyfriend
He's the group babe.
My boyfriend is, because Janie's calls him honey.
Honey is great. I babe him. I be like, where's
everybody
babe?
calls him babe. Well, because I call him honey, so she started calling him honey. Everybody pretty much, my homegirls, my family, the females of my family pretty much call my boyfriend what I call him, because he's like community babe.
She's community babe.
He's community babe.
Are you guys gonna come back? Because November's not over and I need to do a show, so I would love to have you both on mine.
Oh no, for sure, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back because my next one
you've joined me already. I appreciate you.
Before
Sis hasn't.
I know I'm gonna come to your podcast. But before, because I want to do one big like house party one with us and the boys. But let's talk about sex. Remember, I said I wanted to do a part 3.
Those ones were good.
So we're gonna do the let's talk about sex.
Both of you come
And
down.
then after that one, I'm gonna jump into my elder series. I'm gonna interview my nana, my granny, my granddaddy, my dad.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna interview them because I want like their story recorded, because I like if they don't make it to see like because like I lost my mom this pandemic, not from COVID. I didn't lose her from COVID, but I did lose my mom this pandemic, and she died 2 weeks before my nephew was born. So like she transitioned 2 weeks before my nephew was born. So he won't know my mom as intimately as we knew her.
He'll know the story.
Yeah, he'll know her by stories or what we like pictures and what we tell him. So I wanted to sit down with the elders in my family and record them.
I think you should also write.
Yeah, and record them and speak to them. And
record them, write, make sure you're backing your shit up, because at the end of the day, we're a very technological generation.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
that's not what's gonna.
fails.
Yeah, that's not what's gonna survive.
So it's like that's what we do, but it also has a con. My auntie used to sit down with what would have been my great grandpa, her grandpa, and she would write in notebooks.
No, same. I have a notebook dedicated.
That's something that's tangible. That can.
Yeah, I have a notebook and my family Bible that has back notes. It's dedicated to me. Like I journal every day, so I write down my experiences every day. But I have those kept because I want to keep those for my kids, like to read through my journals and see what I went through and how I went through it. For me studying herbs, like I literally took notes on every book that I studied, and I have a binder. It's over there. I have a couple binders. One is my doula binder because I am a doula, and one is.
Are you gonna go for midwife?
Yeah, I am gonna go for midwife. I'm gonna start midwife school.
Well, if I decide to have the second kid, because one might be enough, honey.
But yeah, I have a binder that it's sectioned off by the books I read, and one is like a herb binder, one is my doula binder, and one is like my spiritual binder. And I take notes on each book, and I want to leave it for my kids, so that way when they read the books, if they decide to read the books, they'll have my notes and how my mind processed it, and maybe it may help them and how they process things, you know. But I wanted to interview the elders so that my kids, we're gonna video record it too when we do the podcast, but I want to be able them to see and to hear them talk, because my dad was lucky enough to speak to his great-great-grandmother who was a slave before she passed away. And he's like, my dad is like my family historian. Like he's the one that basically has all the keys. He knows who's related to who and what goes where. So but eventually my dad, like, God, I'd be so devastated when it happens because that's my dog. But eventually he's right. He barely belongs. JoJo about to be around forever. He about to be 200. I don't care. But
JoJo got it.
But at some point he's not gonna be here, and I want the other generations to know who he is because he's a great man. So that's gonna be the next episodes coming up. We're gonna do the Let's Talk About Sex with the Squad, and then we're gonna do our elder series.
And I can't wait to hear it. You guys are doing a dual thing right now, right?
Right now, this is our dual episode.
So this is gonna be on SAUNAIE
and on Never Will I Ever.
Never Will I Ever. Okay, this is beautiful. I love being able to interact with you guys. I would love for you guys. Trish and I have to do something this month. We'll get with Babe and figure out what works for both of you guys as far as recording. But I would love to have you guys on. And I'm grateful that you guys had me on. Even though I popped in that intermission.
No, you're good.
You know,
black people always
mommy
say.
do this. But okay, black people are always say, but let me tell you, like, this was ridiculous. There's so much traffic. This has nothing to do with the podcast, guys. But there's so much traffic that it doesn't even fucking make any sense. And I'm sitting there wondering.
It's because it's about to be
what
holiday.
The fuck?
It's about to be a holiday.
Where are they going? We can't even do anything.
A lot of people.
Still. Like, where are y'all going?
A lot of people are flying in to be with families for the holidays.
It took me an hour to get from Pasadena to here. That
is never happened. That takes too much sense. Yeah. 20 minutes how I ride.
20 to 30. That's why I said I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Right. This is ridiculous. All right, guys. It's been Real Tribe. We love you. Thank you for coming with us. SAUNAIE, you want to sign out?
We are out. It's been a good one.
Be blessed.
Stay blessed. Stay grateful.
We out.